Hello all, this is Eatmopie, and in case you hadn't noticed, I am now an official partner with TGN. So this is another milestone for me in our little channel, and I am very, very excited to be a part of the growing, huge TGN family. So whether you've been with me from the beginning or this is your first time watching, thank you very much for your support, and I will continue to try and give you the best, non-biased, well-informed info each and every week. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this. This is a short video showing off my windwalker dwarf monk in one of the new scenarios, Brewing Storm. Okay, let's jump right into it. Scenarios. Scenarios are they're different than anything else in the game. They're almost like three-man instance group quests, and at the end you get heroic item level gear. There's one drop in each instance. I believe there's valor points if you run a random. You do not need a tank. You do not need a healer. You can queue as whatever spec you want to play and blow right through these in about 10 minutes. Any of them. They're all fairly easy. There's not much chance of dying unless you really do stand directly in the fire and don't move and are dumb. Other than that, there's really not much chance. Now this one is called the Brewing Storm. And all of these are based around brewmasters. They're all like brewmaster stories, and you can meet them throughout the world, as I understand it. And this lady is brewing lightning brew, so you need to protect them. They catch on fire, and you got to put them out, and you got to protect her from the lizard men. And then you have to guide her to the town, which is also being attacked by more lizard men. Pretty easy, and they're actually a lot of fun. It's a nice change of pace. You know, not needing a healer, I tank this mostly because I think I'm hitting harder than the other classes. That warrior has good DPS, but I end up being in front of all the mobs and he's behind, so that sort of helps him a little bit. But anyway, I pretty much tanked this on a windwalker. It's not hard at all, and this is post healing nerf for monks. So I'm using Chi Burst or Chi Burst, I believe, or Chi Wave. I don't know which one I'm using here, but it's it kind of sucks, and yeah, that's all there is to it. They nerfed monk healing substantially, like just crazy amounts, and maybe a little bit too much, but you know, we'll see. Numbers aren't finalized. It's still beta, so yeah, let's move on. This guy here is the first mini-boss, and there's usually one or two in each of these. This particular one, there's only one, and he's just a breeze. He has like 1,000,000 health, and yeah, there's not much to this. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what spec this druid is, but he is, his damage is pretty piss poor. I don't know if he's playing resto and just trying to DPS. You don't really need a healer, as I said, and I haven't had that many heals cast on me. A couple rejuves I thought I saw, but he has a Moonkin aura. Yeah, I don't know what spec he is, but he is way below us. This warrior has decent DPS. Warriors right now are looking really good, and babies are looking pretty good too when they want to try and get on YouTube. And that was baby Brady, who is 14 months now. And he likes to get in on as many videos as possible. So yeah, that was his input for this one. Anyway, what I was saying is warrior DPS is really good right now. Monk DPS is probably in the top 3. The top 2, I would say, is a toss-up between Death Knights. They're looking really good, and Warlocks are just amazing. Now, that's PvE DPS. As far as burst, mages are amazing. All the classes are bursty. Moonkins are looking really good. Not this one in particular, though. He is, yeah, he's just not playing right. He's doing something wrong. So we're almost to the third part here. We're just escorting her up the hill and killing all these normal mobs. None of these are elite or anything. This is just a breeze. But and it helps when other people are DPSing. This warrior is doing a lot of damage. Most people are doing like 25, 30k in these instances, in these scenarios, just because they don't know how to play their class. All the new skills all the new rotations. Everything is different from live. So I don't want to sound like an elitist or anything, because I'm not. I'm one that always will help somebody if I know how, and you know, I give everybody a chance. But a lot of people don't know how to play their class right now. Things have changed so much, and not so much the skills. The skills are very similar. A lot of them have new tooltips that do, you know, extra things, so you want to use them in a different way than you used to before. And you know, just everything is different. This is an entirely new expansion, but people are going to have to learn, and it's going to take some time. So yeah, now we're moving on to the last part of this scenario. Okay, we clear out the courtyard here, and then the big boss comes out, and he's not really very difficult. Now, one thing though, he has some mechanics that I think Blizzard is trying to get people to practice, you know, for raid content. All of these scenario bosses, they all have things where, you know, you have to be aware. You have to get out of the fire. This one in particular has a frontal cone AoE, and it's a new animation. It's something they haven't really done before. It's better, it's easier to spot, and you know that you have to get out of it. There's really not much chance of you dying unless you stood in it, you know, every time it was cast. But, you know, I think they're trying to prepare people for harder content. There's also a few other mechanics, you know, spikes coming out of the ground and poking you in the ass, and you have to be aware of that too. You can see the shadows on the ground and you need to move. And even I take one in the ass, so nobody's perfect, but it is meant to make you aware, and you know, to prepare you for raid scenarios. Now, a little side note, this guy, a little button appears when you fight this guy, and if you read the tooltip, unlike myself, you'll see that you target the ads, and you are supposed to click that to attack the ads, and it'll root them and kill them, and you won't have to worry about them. Not that the ads are a major issue or anything, but that's what you're supposed to do with it. I was trying to use it on the boss the whole time, and yeah, I'm partially retarded, so that's why that happened. But I failed, and you know, we still killed him. This is, like I said, an easy fight. But so that's it, a Brewing Storm scenario. You can see my DPS for that fight was 64,000. Not too bad, especially since I was in front of the target the entire time tanking. Overall, 43,000. That's not too bad either. This is post level 30 talent nerf, so all the healing talents which do damage were nerfed. I'm using Chi Wave, which is the worst of the three. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Eatmopie. I hope you've been entertained, and I'll see ya.
This video is part of the Way movement. Learn more at tgn.tv.